Elijah and Elisha were on their way from Gilgal. The Lord was going to use a strong wind to take Elijah up to heaven. Elijah said to Elisha, "Stay here. The Lord has sent me to Bethel." But Elisha said, "I won't leave you, and that's just as sure as the Lord and you are alive." So they went down to Bethel. There was a company of prophets at Bethel. Here's the company of prophets at Bethel. And they came out to where Elisha was. They asked him, "Do you know," they asked him, oh, this is a prophet, "Do you know what the Lord is going to do? He's going to take your master away from you today." "Yes, I know," Elisha replied, "but don't talk about it." Then Elijah said to him, "Stay here, Elisha. The Lord has sent me to Jericho." Elisha replied, "I won't leave you, and that's just as sure as the Lord and you are alive." So what do you think they did? Do you think Elijah kicked him in the head, bang, and then ran away? Do you think he did that? No. So that's not what happened. So they went to Jericho. There was a company of prophets at Jericho. They went up to where Elisha was, and they asked him, "Do you know what the Lord is going to do? He's going to take your master away from you today." "Yes, I know," Elisha replied, "but don't talk about it." Then Elijah said to him, "Stay here. The Lord has sent me to the Jordan River." Elisha replied, "I won't leave you, and that's just as sure as the Lord and you are alive." So the two of them walked on. 50 men from the company of the prophets followed them. That's right. Some of them were making chirping sounds.
I'm dark.
50 of them followed them. Here they are. They're all following them. The men stopped not too far away from them. They faced the place where Elijah and Elisha had stopped at the Jordan River. Elijah rolled his coat up. Then he struck the water with the cloak. What do you think happened then? Do you think he lost his coat and it got drowned and it stood out there in the sink? No. Do you think that he tripped and fell in and drowned?
No.
No. Do you think that he jumped on the boats that were in the river?
No.
No. He struck the water with it. The water parted to the right and to the left of the Jordan River. And the two of them went across the river on dry ground. After they'd gone across, Elijah spoke to Elisha. He said, "Tell me, what can I do for you before I'm taken away from you?" "Please give me a double share of your spirit," Elisha replied. "You have asked me for something I can't give you," Elijah said. "Only the Lord can give it. But suppose you see me when I'm taken away from you. Then you will receive what you have asked for. If you don't see me, then you won't receive it." They kept walking along and talking together, and suddenly a chariot and horses appeared. There's the chariot and horse. Fire was all around them. Oops. Then Elijah went up to heaven in a strong wind. Elijah saw it. He cried out to Elijah, "My father, You are like a father to me. You are the true chariots and horsemen of Israel. Elisha didn't see Elijah anymore. Then Elisha took hold of his own clothes and tore them apart. He picked up the coat that had fallen from Elijah and he went back and stood at the bank of the Jordan River. He struck the water with Elijah's coat. And what do you think happened? Do you think that he tripped and fell in and drowned?
No.
No? Do you think that he drove the chariot across and down? Do you think he did that?
No.
No. Then he struck the water with Elijah's coat. Where is the power of the Lord? He asked. Where is the power of the God of Elijah? When Elisha struck the water, it parted to the right and to the left, and he went across the river. The company of prophets from Jericho were watching. They said, "The spirit of Elijah has been given to the spirit of Elijah has been given to Elisha." They went over to him and they bowed down to him with their faces towards the ground. They're all bowing down. We can do it. All bowing down. Very good. Big boot. Look, they said, we have 50 able men. Let them go and look for your master. Perhaps the Spirit of the Lord has lifted him up. Maybe he has put him down on a mountain or in a valley. No, Elisha replied. Don't send them. But they kept asking until he felt he couldn't say no. So he said, send them. And they sent 50 men. They looked for Elisha for 50 days. Let's go looking for Elisha. Looking for Elisha over here. Do you think they found him?
No.
No, they didn't. That's right. But they didn't find him. So they returned to Elisha. And he was staying in Jericho. They all returned to him. There we go. Returning to Elisha. He's here. He was staying in Jericho. Elisha said to them, "Didn't I tell you not to go?" Now this is a story from the Bible, from 2 Kings chapter 2, verses 1 to 18.